attempted murder at a mansion in Macomb County. But tonight we've got video of the suspect. I'm Charlie Langton. That is coming up.
Nobody could get the mother out.
It's virtually heart-stopping to think about witnessing the aftermath of something like this. An 87-year-old woman standing nearby when several people are pulled from an overturned SUV, including a 1-month-old baby. I'm Hillary Golston. We'll tell you what happens next.
And a Detroit mom in court accused of handing her daughter a knife at school. What we're learning about her role in the school stabbing next.
Working for you. Fox 2 News at 5 starts now.
New video offering new clues about what led up to a shooting targeting a Metro Detroit business owner at his own home. Good evening, everybody. I'm Roop Raj.
And I'm Taryn Asher. Nearby cameras capture the suspect as he lies in wait before taking his shot. And Fox 2's Charlie Langton has been working the story since it broke yesterday. He joins us live with the very latest. Charlie.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we do have new information about both the shooter and how he may have committed this ambushed attempted murder. We're 24 Mile Road, Macomb Township. This is the home of Eddie Jawad. But come over with me here. This is the little division between the big Jawad mansion and this subdivision here. Take a look. We now know that the suspect parked his vehicle on this street over here and then went through the backyard, attempted to climb this wall, the stone wall, and then amazingly, he waited 45 minutes for Eddie Jawad to come out of his garage. And when he did, he started firing shots. Take a look at this video. There's video filling in some of the gaps of Tuesday's shooting in Macomb Township at the home of businessman Eddie Jawad. At 9:29 in the morning, a man walking slowly through a neighbor's yard in dark clothing, seen trying to climb the wall into Jawad's house. The suspect waits for 45 minutes, hiding between two parked cars in Jawad's driveway. Then, at 10:14, as Jawad leaves his residence, the suspect fires shots.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
So we got everything on video.
The suspect seen running across Jawad's driveway, continuing to fire shots, more than a dozen, before he runs off.
We heard the gunshots and saw him jump the wall and run out to his car. And, yeah.
What did you think when you saw this?
Blown back that this is happening over in Macomb.
The suspect may have hurt himself jumping from the wall as he walks back to his vehicle, parked in front of John Chilette's house. He then squeals away. Last seen heading east on 24 Mile Road. And that is the last time that we saw this suspect. I talked to the Macomb County Sheriff's Department. They're investigating this right now. That shooter is still on the run. As far as Eddie Jawad, we are told by someone that stays here that he is out of the hospital. He's doing well, but he didn't want to talk to us. That's the information that we've got so far today. This is still an ongoing investigation. I am live here in Macomb Township. I'll send it back to you.
Clearly a planned hit there, Charlie. I mean, does he know who was shooting at him? Had they had a history? I mean, I'm assuming investigators do.
Well, we don't know. I talked to the sheriff yesterday. They did not know the relationship between Eddie Jawad and the shooter. As far as I know, they did not know each other. Remember, this guy waited in ambush for 45 minutes. He must have known Eddie Jawad's routine. He must have known the neighborhood, but that's all speculation. We just don't know the relationship. That's what the sheriffs are trying to figure out right now. This is an ongoing investigation. There's still a lot more questions to be answered.
Yeah, I bet they're checking other cameras to see where that guy may have gone too. Thanks, Charlie, for the update. We'll wait to see what happens next.
A serious crash in Washtenaw County's Northfield Township. A woman, a toddler, and a baby all hurt. Police say their SUV flipped over when it collided with a truck.
Yes, and Fox 2's Hillary Golston is live at the scene with the very latest on how this all really unfolded. Hillary.
Yeah, obviously, it takes a while for Michigan State Police usually to reconstruct sites, but they have some sense of what happened here. They believe that it might have been linked to distracted driving. Now, here's the good news. Mom is expected to be fine. Even the 1-month-old baby and the 2-year-old, both little boys, expected to be okay. Mostly because, amazingly, the people around here, even, I'm told, one of the people involved in the wreck got out and tried to help this family. Now, you can still see some of the remnants here, the deep gouges in the side of the road here, a fence torn over, mulch on the side of the road, even tatters of glass. I want you to take a listen to just what the scene sounded like as witnesses came to see what they could do. Now, as I was explaining to you, state police, of course, now investigating this case, trying to get to the bottom of exactly what happened, but they do believe that they think this might have been distracted driving. Now, this is Sky Fox you're looking at now from 7 Mile and Dixboro Roads. Investigators say the 30-year-old woman from South Lyon was driving a Ford Bronco Sport, ran a stop sign, and collided with a truck pulling a trailer and an excavator. The impact caused both of those vehicles to overturn. The mom, her 2-year-old son, 1-month-old baby, all suffered minor injuries. They were taken to U of M. The truck driver, a 44-year-old man, we're told, wasn't even hurt. The people who lived around here had no way of knowing that, of course, right after it happened. That same woman who took the video was out in her barn, and she rushed over.
And I heard this horrible bang. She was in a car that the trailer in the car hit, and I think the car was like under the trailer. And he's got this little 1.5-year-old baby in his arms, and he took her and put her in his fire truck. Still nobody came. And then all kinds of men were stopping in their trucks to see if they could help.
It's just a reminder of how incredibly fragile life can be. Again, thankfully, all 3 are expected to be just fine. Mom, the little baby, and the 2-year-old. But Michigan State Police are saying, hey, just slow down out here. Be careful. And it does appear that, according to their preliminary investigation, that she did run the stop sign. We're live in Salem Township. Back to you guys.
Yeah, we often ask if people are wearing their seatbelts in accidents like this. Do we know if the toddler was properly strapped into the car seat at the time that this all happened?
Yeah, so I reached out to Michigan State Police to see if they had anything to add to this about that. I think some of that accident reconstruction is going to take some time, but I think considering the state of the children, the fact that they only have minor injuries, it's probably likely that they were properly secured. But again, unclear at this point. But something that investigators do want to add is that they don't believe that alcohol or drugs had any role in this at all. They're just reminding people, please be safe. Lots of crashes, I'm told, by all the neighbors we talked to in this area, and so they too are looking at what might be able to be done moving forward, because there is only the stop sign going one direction, the other way a different story. Drew?
Yeah, well, drugs and alcohol awful while operating a vehicle, but distracted driving can be just as awful in this way as we've seen here behind you. Hillary Golston for us live tonight. Thank you.
Well, we are getting our first look at the woman accused of giving her daughter a pocket knife used in a stabbing at a Detroit school. Now, Lakara Parks faced a judge today for the first time since being charged. Prosecutors say last week she left work and went home to retrieve the knife from her daughter's bedroom. The mom is accused of bringing it to Gompers Elementary School and was somehow able to make it through a metal detector that went off and security.
What's concerning to me now is not only is the victim injured in this matter, but now the student body has suffered trauma as a result of this. And her daughter now is going to suffer a lifelong trauma because of this. She could have handled herself in a completely different manner. She could have handled her daughter's issue with the other student in a different manner.
Allegedly, my client tells the detectives that it was a knife, but she also never says, and neither does her daughter, that I gave my daughter this and gave instructions to do anything. What it says is that if she in fact made those admissions, she tells the detective that she gave her daughter that for protection.
Parks pled not guilty to 2 misdemeanors, including having a weapon in a school zone. She was given a $50,000 bond, ordered to stay away from the school, and will now have to wear a GPS tether.
Let's talk about the weather now with a live look over downtown Detroit. You know what? It looks absolutely picture perfect outside. A bit chilly, though, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to be a little cooler, but gosh, it did turn out to be a really nice day. And Weather Authority Lori Pinson here with a look at our forecast. Lori.
Hey, how you guys doing? We did have a big change in temperature as far as our little roller coaster ride goes. Yesterday's high 73 degrees. Today we are topping out at only about 64. A cold front went on through, switched our wind direction. High pressure in control for us right now around the region. These temperatures as much as 10, maybe even 13 degrees chillier as opposed to yesterday at this time. So we're looking at that cool air in place around your neighborhood. 60 degrees right now in Pontiac, 61 Windsor, over in Adrian, Port Huron, plenty of sunshine still there at 57. No rain expected overnight. Let's go ahead and give you your hour-by-hour forecast as we head on up there toward midnight. No chances of precip, but a chilly night ahead. We do have a little bit of a warm-up in our forecast. I'll tell you when to expect it. That's coming up a little bit later on. Roop.
Thanks so much, Lori. Now to the latest on the government shutdown. A federal judge has temporarily blocked the Trump administration from firing workers. The emergency order comes days after federal agencies started sending out layoff notices. It's all part of an effort to reduce the size of the government while putting more pressure on Democratic lawmakers to get a deal done. The Senate plans to vote again on a resolution, but it is expected to fail. Well, Detroiters getting set to elect a new mayor.
Election day just 20 days away, and it now comes down to 2 candidates. Pastor of Triumph Church, Solomon Kinlock, and City Council President Mary Sheffield, who hopes to become the city's first female mayor. We asked a couple of Detroiters what issues are really important to them.
In the crime down, you can't stop it totally, and the police can't do everything, but I think if the city reaches out to the individuals, the citizens of Detroit, to help it.
Homelessness, one, and maybe just more finances just to help people survive.
They are looking to replace Mayor Mike Duggan, who is running for governor as an independent. The mayoral candidates will debate tonight, and we'll have a recap on later editions of Fox 2 News.
Well, an unbelievable scene on Detroit's west side. A car launching into the side of a house. The homeowner talking to Fox 2 about how it all went down and why neighbors hope more people will slow down.
And there's a new pizza shop in town right on the Avenue of Fashion. And its owners have a plan to help other aspiring entrepreneurs in the city. We'll have that story just ahead.
I'm Ingrid Kelly in Detroit, where they are honoring the mother of the civil rights movement in a big way.